Tipping off the dime, LeBron gets more help as the Cavs are dealing for Twan. Amare is still a son, but for how long?
You know, you still got to play the game of basketball, still got to have fun doing it and enjoy your teammates.
The Knicks dealing, but what about T-Mac? It's kids play for the Mavs, Superman soars for the Magic, and Watson discovers a career high by the Bay. It's time for the dime. Chris Paul missing his 7th straight game, mentoring Darren Collison as the Hornets were looking to slow down the Red Hot Jazz, who got off to a slow start in this one. Darren Williams can't handle. Collison finishing the run. He scored 2 dozen, also handed out 9 assists. Pokes the ball loose from Williams. It's Julian Wright finishing here. It's a 3-on-0 break. The Jazz had 14 turnovers in the opening half, but just down 2 at the break. Let's fast forward to the 4th quarter with Utah now up 3. Hornets in a zone defense. Paul Millsap, though, steps back on the jumper. He scored 24. Millsap behind the defense here for the easy lay, connecting on 11 of his 13 shots. Then it's Williams finding AK-47. Andrei Kirilenko on the two-fisted flush. The Jazz have won 5 straight on the road, 15 of 17 overall, 98-90 the final. The Utah Jazz continuing their roll. Welcome to the Daily Dime. I'm Jim Basquel. So much to look forward to with the season's second half offering a race to the finish line. D-Wade banged up, as is Kobe, who discusses his injury later in the show. The trade deadline offering questions on if Amare is staying or going. But first up, the Cavs make a move, and it's not Stoudemire. In a 3-team swap, including the Clippers, Antawn Jamison joins LeBron in Cleveland, who sends Zydrunas Ilgauskas and his expiring contract, as well as a first-round pick, to Washington. The Wizards also receive Al Thornton from the Clippers, with L.A. getting forward Drew Gooden, whom Washington acquired in last week's trade with Dallas. Besides Jamison, Cleveland will acquire the Clippers guard Sebastian Telfair. Cleveland opted for the Jamison deal as they ultimately preferred this trade, in part because they did not have to surrender forward J.J. Hickson. Tim Legler gives his take on the big deal.
The addition of Antawn Jamison to the Cleveland Cavaliers gives the Cavs more flexibility. They can now play with a bigger lineup, putting Varejao at the 4 position and Shaquille O'Neal at center, or you could play small, putting Jamison at the 4 and Anderson Varejao at the center position, giving them the freedom to match up with teams that want to play power forwards that can stretch it out to the 3-point line, like Rashard Lewis with the Orlando Magic and Rasheed Wallace with the Boston Celtics. 2 teams the Cavs know they're going to have to match up with down the road in the postseason. Jamison is also a guy that can get his own shot if he needs to, but he'll continue to play hard if you're not calling his number. He's a character guy, former teammate of mine in Golden State, and I know he brings a lot to that locker room as well. Most importantly, though, it gives LeBron James another guy that he can trust, particularly when they get into tight situations in the postseason. Jamison might give LeBron James one step closer toward his first NBA championship.
Amare Stoudemire in potentially his final game in a Phoenix Suns uniform. They were in Dallas running with the Mavs. Stoudemire and what lies ahead.
If I am still a Phoenix Sun after tomorrow, then the goal is still to make the playoffs and go further. So, you know, if not, then whatever the situation may be, is to hopefully win a championship.
Phoenix got off to a fast start. This Stoudemire on the defensive end, swatting Dirk Nowitzki. Take another look as it's a clean block. He's not known for that D, but does it there. Later second quarter, Phoenix now down 8. Stoudemire the bucket +1. He ended the first half with 17 points and a dozen rebounds. Still in that second quarter, Jason Kidd finds one of the newcomers to the Mavs lineup, former Wizard Brendan Haywood on the throwdown. Then it's Kidd from deep. He scored 18 at 10 assists, 7 rebounds, and 7 steals. A huge night for the Dallas point guard. Fourth quarter, Stoudemire off the drive. If this was his finale in Phoenix, it was awfully impressive. 30 points, 14 rebounds. But Dallas had too many answers on this night. Jason Terry from 3. Dirk scores 28 as the Mavs take it 107-97. Since the Suns drafted Stoudemire in 2002, he has not disappointed. He was Rookie of the Year in 2003. He's a 5-time All-Star and became the youngest player in Phoenix history to reach 10,000 points. There's Dwayne Wade, perhaps Flash and the Heat, the next destination for Amar'e Stoudemire. Miami's destination Wednesday, the Jersey Swamps opening quarter, and that's Wade pulling up lame. He'd already scored 8 points, but would leave this game with a left calf strain, so who would pick up the slack for Miami? Well, fast forward to the fourth quarter, the Nets score the quarter's first 7 points, including Brook Lopez off the alley-oop feed from Terrence Williams. Lopez 26 points and 10 rebounds. Under 3 minutes on the clock. Nets up 3. That's Michael Beasley. He'd pick up that slack, kissing the window off the odd angle. He scored 23, grabbed 11 rebounds. Under 2 minutes to go. Miami down 3. It's Quentin Richardson from downtown. Game even at 82. Then it's the Nets down 3. Under a minute to go in this game. It's Devin Harris pulling the string from 5 feet away. Nets had a chance for consecutive wins for the first time since April of last season. Instead, it's Miami 87-84.